Again, good morning, grade 8.
Good morning, sir.
Let's have
Good
the
morning.
continuation of your item analysis.
Did you mean wall fan?
Let me share your let me share my screen.
I couldn't find any enabled video stores.
Alexa,
Go to
stop.
the Alexa app to find an enabled video. I couldn't find any enabled
Alexa,
video
stop.
stores.
Okay. Can you see my shared screen now? Alright.
Yes, sir.
Same as the concept with our previous um, item analysis. I'll be calling you by name. Let's start with Rabi, 21 to 25.
Okay, sir. The difference between the hypercenter or the focus between the epicenter is that the hypocenter is where the shaking occurs. Like it's like the ground zero of it all. It's usually found underground, and so you can't see it. And the difference with the epicenter is that it's on the surface. It's also the ground zero, except it's what's outside the hypocenter. That's all I have.
That's correct. When it comes to hypocenter or focus, this is where the earthquake originates. Okay? When you're talking about epicenter, this is above the focus. Correct. How about 26 to 30? Let's have Janty.
Um, Magnitude and intensity. Sure, I don't know the answer.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. EM. Is EM around?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 26 to 30.
The magnitude measures the energy of the earthquake and the intensity measures the strength, sir.
Okay. Again, we're talking about magnitude. This is actually um this is the energy release. And when it comes to intensity, this is the wait for Vincent. This is the effect. Okay. This is the effect of a particular earthquake. Let's move now to test 2B, which is your essential questions. This is usually higher order thinking skills questions that you need to, further explain through what you had learned in our discussions in our activities. Let's continue with Kurt, 31 to 35, and Vade.
Um, 31 to 35. How do climate change affect typhoons? It affects them from getting stronger and faster.
How? How? Let's have Rabi.
What was the question again, sir?
31 to
Oh,
35.
okay. So the Earth used to be colder, and with climate change, the temperature of the Earth has begun to rise, which means it gets hotter. For typhoons to get stronger, they need a lot of heat so they could get more humid by evaporation of the ocean water from the Pacific. So if the Earth was a little colder, um, typhoons wouldn't be as strong as they won't be as humid anymore.
Correct,
That's all, sir.
correct. How do climate change affect typhoons? Because you're talking about climate change, you're talking about the greenhouse gases, you're talking about trapping heat, or you're talking about greenhouse effect. Okay. Again, when Earth heats up or traps heat, evaporation is faster than the usual, making the atmosphere humid, making it making it to be filled with a lot of water vapor, and eventually creates typhoon. Remember that Earth rotates, right? Since Earth rotates, tendency is it can actually create more wind. And because of climate change, it makes it faster. Okay? The evaporation is faster, the condensation is faster. In short, the water cycle is more faster than the usual. That's the problem. Okay, let's move to 36 to 40. Janine,
How can land masses and bodies of water affect a typhoon? Um, Land mass weakens the typhoon, and because of the sun, they um wait, the sun heats up the ocean.
again, Janine. Janine, what happened to you?
Land masses land land masses weakens the typhoon. Water affects it by gathering strength.
Okay, makes sense. Land masses actually weakens the typhoon, correct? And bodies of water make it more stronger. Remember that your typhoon is a whirlwind of water. Okay? Again, it's a whirlwind of water. And again, it needs a lot of water in order for it to create a typhoon. Okay? Let's move now to 41 to 45. Where's Vincent? Where's Vincent? Okay, 31 to 35. Andrade, 41 to 45. Andrade, is Andrade around?
Yes, he is.
Okay, Andrade, 41 to 45. Next is Vincent, 46 to 50. Andrade, okay, let's move to EM, 41 to 45. EM,
What are the importance of studying earthquakes? The importance of studying earthquakes is so that we would be prepared anytime a earthquake strikes in, so that we know what to do and what to prepare anytime.
Correct. No? The importance of studying earthquake is for us to be prepared for a particular calamity. Aside from that, this is to educate our countrymen, our co-Filipinos, that earthquake is not just an ordinary disaster. It may be destructive. It may destroy your houses or even a big mass or land mass. Okay. Again, this is for us to be prepared. This is why the government created a team, the Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council. This is for us to give, this is for the government to give us an assistance in a particular calamity and a preparation for a particular calamity. Okay. 46 to 50. Where's Vincent again? I think the internet connection Vincent is not that stable. 46 to 50. Okay, let's have Rabi.
What are the importance of public storm warning system? So to prepare for a storm, you need to know how strong it is. So you can prepare just enough materials and supplies to last the calamity. If you prepare too much for a weak storm, you might not have taken enough food, and then they will spoil soon. But in a strong calamity or in a long typhoon, if you pack a lot, you can last you can last just enough. Right. And oh wait, sir. You can prepare. Oh wait, can I do it again, sir? I'm lost.
Okay, you can.
Um, so to prepare for a storm, you need to know how strong it is. Um, you need to know if you need to evacuate or you could just stay at home. So for weak storms, you can just stay at home, but for really strong storms, you need to evacuate so as to not be hurt by any damage that the storm can cause to your home or any other outside things. And you also need to prepare just enough to last the typhoon. You don't need to prepare too much, and you don't need to prepare too little. Just enough for who you're with and enough to last the storm. And also the importance is seen in how anyway in people from the last storm where they don't have any TV coverage because they didn't have any TV and they weren't prepared, and so they suffered the storm.
Okay.
Uh, That's all.
I think the idea is there already. The importance of the public storm warning system. Remember that Filipinos naturally is hard-headed. Again, Filipinos is hard-headed. It's naturally. Why? For example, Typhoon Haiyan, that's the international name. We need to convert that one in a local name, which is Yolanda. Question: why do we need to convert the international name into a local name? Why do you think so? Yes, Robbie.
Um, so that people can like relate to it as if it was a person, and they'd know how strong it is and how long it will be.
Correct? The essence is already there also, the idea is already there. Well, definitely, we need to convert that one, we need to convert the international name to local name in order for us to fit in. Because you're thinking that it's too far for for the typhoon to hit us. Aside from that, we just ignore public storm warning system. Okay, again, we usually just ignore public storm warning system simply because some of the citizens don't know the concept. We don't know the idea. Who doesn't know any of those terminologies? The problem, like storm surges, and they tend to, taking it for granted. And talking about public storm warning system, it has levels in order for us to prepare, levels in order for us to evaluate ourselves for that particular typhoon. Okay, remember that this country is very humid, and tendency is the higher the humidity, the higher also the chances of getting a lot of typhoons. And aside from that, public storm warning system gives us an idea of what particular damages can this typhoon can give us. That's the importance. And since you already know those terminologies, you may share it to education. You need to educate also your family, your siblings, and even your friends with that particular public storm warning system and particular terminology. Okay, that's the essence of the lesson. Okay? Not just in the four corners of the room, not just in the online classes, not just for the sake of grades. No, this is for you to learn something out of it, not just for the paper pencil or for the oral examination. No, this is a real life scenario. This is a real life learning to make you a lifelong learner. And you'll be using this one again in your higher grades, even college. Okay? It will not change. Okay, the concept will not change, but some some of the concept we'll add some of the concept to some of the concept also might have alterations, might have updates since the technology is arising. And the 21st century technology will give us an implication, will give us an idea that uh, there is a big problem with communication. Okay? Even your internet connections, right? Even in telecommunications. So again, maybe after the long run, because of evolution, maybe there are some changes in the public storm warning system or even the communication. I think we already finished with the second critical test, item analysis, and I want you to be ready for the lesson. Lesson proper will start by next meeting. Next meeting, that's actually Friday. Okay, we will start the lesson by Friday. We'll be talking about volcanoes. Okay, we're talking about volcanoes, the forms, how it erupts. Okay, wait. No, no, we're talking about properties of matter, rather. I'm sorry. Properties of matter in the sense that we'll be focusing on the three states of matter, no three phases of matter, the solid, liquid, gas. Again, How many phases or how many states does your matter have?
4.
4. What are those?
Solid, liquid, gas, and plasma.
Okay, to give you an idea, matter now has 5 phases. Oh no, 5 states. Okay, matter now has 5 states. Yes, please take note. Solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. Again, solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. Now, the fifth state of matter will give you an idea that there is an absolute zero matter. Remember your plasma? What are the examples of plasma?
Yes.
What are the examples of plasma?
I forgot, sir.
Plasma is your fire. Okay, you cannot identify plasma as solid, as liquid, or as gas.
Oh.
Plasma also can be found in sun. Again, Bose-Einstein condensate is under observation. It is under investigation then because that is actually one of the discovery of the 21st century. Okay, but in our lesson, please prepare for properties of matter based on their state, based on their phases, physical characteristics, and chemical characteristics. Okay, your module is already up. You can download it. Even the PowerPoint presentation is in the introduction. And I think that will be all for today, class. Thank you for the cooperation. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone.
Sure. Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.